everybody, it's Christine, and today I have a fun planner project for you, and it won't just work in planners, it'll work for scrapbook pages or albums as well, but my idea specifically was for my planner. So what I'm going to do is make an envelope to attach to the front cover of my planner on the inside of the cover to use to tuck like receipts and things like that that I need to tuck in and make sure they stay in nice and secure. So what I'm doing is taking just a plain old sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock that coordinates nicely with my cover, and I am folding it over just beyond halfway and then just at halfway so that those two folds overlap a little bit. And then I'm going to take this nice big ruler that I have, and I am going to trim off each of the corners there. So you can see I'm only going into my fold line, and I'm going about 1 inch high on that one. And then I'm going to take the full length of this ruler, which is about 3 inches, and do the same thing on the top. So just going into the fold line, I'm using my craft knife and just cutting. And then I'm going to trim off the excess pieces. So I'm just going to use the scissors and cut those down. And what I'm going to show you today, like I said, it could really sit on a scrapbook layout. It could also sit inside of a scrapbook album to keep various ephemera in. But you want to use some strong adhesives for this part because you want it to hold together. So I'm actually using the Ultra Strong Easy Runner Grand cartridge, which has just a little bit more strength than the rest of them. And I use that one in times when I know I've got some thick paper that I'm working with, like cardstock, and I really want it to hold together strong. So I'm going to go along that line there and just secure the middle part. And I'm also going to do it along the bottom, and I'm going to fold that up. Now you can see I cut notches out of each side of the bottom there, so it looks very much like a traditional package envelope. And this is it's no pattern that I looked up. I just kind of played around with some cardstock and figured it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is just use a corner chomper and just trim the corners on the top part so that they're rounded. And I'm going to fold that over, and then I'm going to pull out my adhesive dots. But I'm not going to pull out my permanent adhesive dots. I'm going to pull out my repositionable ones. And I'm going to add 3 of those to the top flap so I can seal that up and keep my receipts and little important things inside, and then open it back up when I want to, and then close it and open and close and open and close. It works great like that. It stays nice and tight until you want to pull it open, and then it pulls apart. And you can replace that eventually if you keep it long term, but I don't expect I'll have it for so long that I'm going to really need to. Now I'm going to add some 3D foam squares to the back of this cute patterned paper that comes from Paper House Productions, just so that I can pop up the cute little saying that I want to add on there. And then I'm going to go through and decorate my envelope a little bit. I used this cut apart card that says "Make Ideas Happen." I liked the saying, and I also liked the way it coordinated with the Stargazer planner, and so I opted for that. And then I'm going to pull out some Stargazer washi tape and just use the really thin washi tape across the top there, and then I'm going to use it across the bottom of the flap and also the bottom of the envelope, all to just add a punch of darker color to the whole thing and decorate it that way. Now, my adhesives have done a lot of work here between the 3D foam squares popping up my cute little saying, to the Ultra Strong Easy Runner Grand really holding things together, to my adhesive dots that are repositionable, sealing the whole thing. And they're going to do a big part again in just a minute here. But for the moment, I'm switching to decorating. Washi tape, stickers, things that already have adhesive on them because they're stickers and washi tape. So I'm not using my adhesive at the moment, but I am adding some pretty cool products. These are foiled enamel stickers, and they coordinate with the Stargazer planner that comes from Paper House. And they have some really pretty gold foiling on them. Just beautiful stickers, really. They have kind of a marbled, watercolored look to them. I have really been holding on to these, just waiting for the right time to use them. And when I came up with this idea for the pocket, I really knew they were going to be perfect for it. So now I have got it pretty much decorated. I've added those stars up top. I'm also adding them to the bottom there. Now my final step is going to be to put it on my cover. So I am going to pull out those repositionable adhesive dots again, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of them on the back of the envelope. Now, why repositionable? Well, I don't necessarily want that envelope on there forever. It's made of paper. It's probably not going to last forever as much as I use my planner. So when I'm ready to be done with it, I can take it off. In the meantime, it will stay put. That's the great thing about those dots. It will stay there as long as you want it to, but when you're ready to remove it, you can take it right off, and I can build a new one and put a new one on. So thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to check out the whole blog post on this over at Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and we will see you again soon.